In British football history, there's only one man who can answer that. Watch Sir Alex on BBC iPlayer. And it's Neil Robertson v John Higgins launching the Masters now on BBC Two.
This time, the most demanding season yet.
This was a disaster. You're fired.
The Apprentice. Coming soon on BBC One and iPlayer.
On Songs of Praise today, I'm in Edinburgh, meeting Christians inspired to put their faith into action. Do join me in a bit.
This is BBC One. Now, the lunchtime news with Lauren Taylor.
Good afternoon. At least 16 people have been killed so far as US firefighters race to prevent the biggest here on BBC One is at 6:45. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
Good afternoon to you. It's been another very cold start to the day. Widespread frost across central and eastern parts of the UK. And further west, we're starting to see those changes taking place. But behind me, pretty spectacular ice scene there in County Durham. That's snow and ice not making any moves at all with this cold air still in place right now. But changes taking place for the western parts of the country. We're seeing the snow and ice melting there. Milder air is already making inroads. And that's going to be the theme for the upcoming week. It will be turning milder for all areas with milder nights. Mostly dry thanks to high pressure. We could see a few issues with fog patches across England and Wales where winds will be lightest. Now, the temperature anomaly map shows that temperatures across the north and west of the country will actually be going above average as we head through the week. For England and Wales, generally around average, but certainly less cold than what we've had over last week. Now, high pressure is building in through today. That's keeping things fine and settled. We've got a couple of weather fronts moving into Scotland and Northern Ireland. More of a breeze here as well, and that's pushing the mild air in, but also with outbreaks of rain. And as the mild air begins to make inroads through tonight for Scotland, Northern Ireland, we'll see a thaw of all that snow and ice, and with rain falling on top of that, then we could see some localised flooding issues. So breezy, cloudy, mild in the northwest of the country tonight. England and Wales, though, still yet to see that mild air return. So it's going to be another cold night to come for England and Wales. A touch of frost once again, some mist and fog patches too. So for Monday then, it's brighter for England and Wales. A better chance of seeing the sunshine here, but a chilly start. Further north and west, a lot less cold, a frost-free start. We should be losing the frost and ice at this point as temperatures Monday afternoon reaching 12 or 13 degrees at best, but still quite cool England and Wales, but less cold than what it's been of late. That weather front pushes southwards into England and Wales through Monday night, fizzles out as it runs into the area of high pressure, so it leaves a legacy of cloud. At this point, the milder air will be across most of the UK to start Tuesday. Just some colder spots there, as you can see, for the far south and southeast. So here it'll be a chilly start, some sunshine very soon. Throughout Tuesday, I think all areas will be in that milder air. And there will be quite a bit of cloud around generally. Lighter winds for England and Wales, so here a bit of mist and fog. Breezier for Scotland, Northern Ireland, where we have double figure values. Further south, we're looking at 8 to 10 degrees, so significantly warmer than it has been. And then as we run the pressure sequence on through the week, you can see high pressure dominates the scene, bringing fine and dry weather. We continue to stay in that milder air, always mildest, as you can see, Scotland and Northern Ireland, where we'll have weather fronts close by here and more of a breeze. Wednesday then, a milder morning to come for most, dry, some sunshine, a bit of mist and fog, breezy for the north and west of Scotland, where we could see just a touch of rain, and temperatures 8 to 12 or 13 degrees. So that's around or a little above the seasonal norm. Thursday, very little change. Again, some mist and fog for England and Wales, some sunshine here. Always a bit cloudier for Scotland, Northern Ireland, and we'll have that weather front moving in, bringing some rain to the Western Isles. And again, those temperatures, double figures in the north. High single digits for England and Wales. Friday, similar story, maybe a bit more cloud in the mix here, and we're starting to see weather fronts encroaching in now to the west of the UK, but it's still staying mild, those winds coming in from the south or the southwest. So a fine and settled week to come because of high pressure, but as we head into the next weekend, it looks like it'll stay mild, but also more unsettled with wind and rain pushing in off the Atlantic. Take care.
Plenty of live sport today across the BBC. Bath play Clermont Auvergne as the European Champions Cup continues live from 5:25 p.m. on BBC Sounds. Catch up with all the action from the first day of the Australian Open with Tennis Breakfast. Listen now and every morning from 7 a.m. also on BBC Sounds.
I'm reinvestigating some of the most dramatic chapters in British history. Oh, yes, it turns very dark here.
Get closer to the truth. Lucy Worsley investigates. Watch now on BBC iPlayer.
I'm back with the show that so many people love, but nobody seems to know what it's called. People call it the one where you take people's phones. The one where you wake people up in the night. Welcome! The one where the wall falls down. Are you kidding?
The new series of Michael McIntyre's Big Show, is that what it's called? Starts Saturday at 6:50 on BBC One and iPlayer.
Perfect Sunday evening telly. The new series of Call the Midwife continues tonight at 8. Feel free to join in now on BBC One with Songs of Praise.
In the beautiful Spanish village of Mocklin, Alan and I are at it again.
Hola! We're transforming a derelict townhouse
into a fully functioning B&B.
Oh!
I love Spain.
It's lovely and peaceful, isn't it? It's our biggest and best project.
You're so positive. Or naive.
A Mandarin Alan's Spanish Job, Friday the 24th of January on BBC One and iPlayer.
The FA Cup third round weekend continues with the two most successful clubs in the competition's history. Arsenal and Manchester United have lifted the famous old trophy here 27 times between them, but one of them will be going out today. We're live at the Emirates. Join us on BBC One and iPlayer at 2:35.
What's your score prediction for Arsenal v Manchester United? The two most successful sides in the FA Cup 2 battle on BBC One in 45 minutes. Time to relax first.
Find your morning focus. Bring calm to your afternoon.
And drift off to sleep.
With music to unwind your mind. Ask your smart speaker
to play Radio 3 Unwind.
Welcome to a brand new series of Gladiators. We are back. Contender ready. Let's go. Gladiator ready.
You can run. You can't hide.
Is there anything I can't do?
Give me all this. Got another thing coming.
Please do not try this at home. Gladiators is back tougher. Starts Saturday at 5:50 on BBC One and iPlayer.
Winning and a sustained level of excellence. That's Sir Alex Ferguson.
He was tapping into you as a human being.
It was never ever enough, whatever happened.
Passion and desire to win.
Never ever give up.
He won the 2 trophies this season. Next year he want to win 3.
Sir Alex. Watch now on BBC iPlayer.
Sunday afternoon on BBC One, we're here with you live, watching Arsenal v Manchester United.
In the beautiful Spanish village of Mocklin, Alan and I are at it again.
Hola! We're transforming a derelict townhouse
into a fully functioning B&B.
Oh!
I love Spain.
It's lovely and peaceful, isn't it? It's our biggest and best project.
You're so positive. Or naive.
A Mandarin Alan's Spanish Job, Friday the 24th of January on BBC One and iPlayer.
This little game is called Deathmatch. The trainers have been gunning for me since day one.
Trying to get Ace out here.
That's actually really upset me now. I don't care anymore.
Who will survive and who will die? The Traitors continues Wednesday at 9 on BBC One and iPlayer.
Staying for the end of that super tense opening match at the Masters means we are running later than planned here on BBC Two now for Ski Sunday.
Listen to the definitive Sir Alex Ferguson story from his working-class roots in Glasgow to the top of the European football, told by the people who knew him best, Sporting Giants on Sounds.
A new decade brings change to Poplar.
I'm your midwife. The more you tell me, the more I can help you. It was everything. Everything this job is meant to be.
The new series of Call the Midwife continues tonight at 8 on BBC One and iPlayer.
I'm back with the show that so many people love, but nobody seems to know what it's called. People call it the one where you take people's phones. The one where you wake people up in the night.
Welcome!
The one where the wall falls down. Are you kidding?
The new series of Michael McIntyre's Big Show, is that what it's called? Starts Saturday at 6:50 on BBC One and iPlayer.
So, new Call the Midwife at 8, but now on BBC One later than billed after the football. It's Country File.
Our next mission is utter madness, so we will require the services of madmen. This Egypt is out his head on something.
Termali must not fall. It cannot.
Oh, it's going to be a grand adventure out here, boys.
The invasion of Europe has begun. And they say your boys of the SAS scored the very first goal.
The new series of SAS Rogue Heroes. Watch all episodes on BBC iPlayer.
Maz isn't watching sci-fi, she's escaping Sunday doom.
Shall be an outpost of the satanic.
Katie's not watching crime drama.
Are you sure you're not coming, love? We'll be a wench down.
She's making her own family seem normal. Nice. And Dad isn't desperately searching for a kids' show. He's calling in the backseat negotiator. Whoever you are, wherever you stream, BBC iPlayer.
Staying on at the snooker today means changes to the schedule here on BBC Two. We'll go inside the factory in 45 minutes later than planned, after Flog It.
Find your morning focus. Bring calm to your afternoon.
And drift off to sleep.
With music to unwind your mind. Ask your smart speaker
to play Radio 3 Unwind.
I'm reinvestigating some of the most dramatic chapters in British history.
Oh, yes, it turns very dark here.
Get closer to the truth. Lucy Worsley investigates.
Watch now on BBC iPlayer.
Welcome to BBC4 with live snooker to begin. Soak up the atmosphere nightly at Ali Pali with the best of the best in a battle on the bays. The opening day of the Masters.
Giant sea monster on BBC Two at 8.
I'm re-investigating some of the most dramatic chapters in British history.
Oh, yes, it turns very dark here.
Get closer to the truth. Lucy Worsley investigates. Watch now on BBC iPlayer.
The more you listen, the more you see. Great minds don't think alike. They challenge each other to think differently. They disrupt, teach, collect, travel, synthesize. They're workaholics, eccentrics, revolutionaries, visionaries. From Malcolm X to Marie Curie, Socrates to Seychelles Nargon, join me, Naomi Alderman, for inspirational stories of great minds that thought nothing alike. Human Intelligence. Listen on Radio 4 and BBC Sounds.
This time, the most demanding season yet.
This was a disaster. You're fired.
The Apprentice. Coming soon on BBC One and iPlayer.
Settle into Sunday evening on BBC Two with me, Jenny, Attenborough and the giant sea monster in 1 hour. Now later than billed inside the factory.
The Pages Wildlife continues. Press red to watch now on BBC iPlayer. New decade and a new treatment, but controversy's not far behind. Call the Midwife here. 8:05.
Put on a smile, watch something lovely. Have a good laugh from your heart and from your tummy. Gather round to play the CBeebies way. Everybody's welcome, so come and join the CBeebies family. Everybody's welcome, yeah, there's room for everyone.
Everyone's welcome. Watch now on CBeebies and BBC iPlayer.
This time, the most demanding season yet.
This was a disaster. You're fired.
The Apprentice. Coming soon on BBC One and iPlayer.
In David Attenborough, this is how it works. They just say, nothing can swim in this water. It was toxic brine on the water. Same thing. Nothing could actually swim about. I could. And there was bats, lots of cockroaches, climbing up a mountain of poo. He says he doesn't like it. But why do we have to watch it? Because I don't want to watch it. And then I don't want to watch it. And then I just get dragged in. Very good.
Later than billed, the news now on BBC One with Rita Chakrabarti.
Tonight, police in Los Angeles warn of scammers and looters exploiting the chaos caused by the wildfires as winds threaten to whip up again. This film from fire department helicopters shows what emergency workers are still dealing with, while on the ground...
It's really sad. I feel so bad for my parents. It's all gone.
We're live in the Angeles National Forest as crews battle to protect a NASA base that the flames have been heading towards.
Also tonight, an off-duty police officer has died in North Yorkshire after being hit by a lorry while helping at the scene of an earlier crash. And Manchester United begin their defence of the FA Cup in a dramatic match at Arsenal. Good evening. Scammers and looters have been taking advantage of the wildfires in Los Angeles, according to police, with one man dressing as a firefighter.
Hello there. Well, it certainly has been a chilly end to the weekend, but we have had a lot of dry weather. And for tomorrow too, it's a dry day, cold out there, and there'll be some decent spells of sunshine. For this evening, though, still a fair amount of cloud. There'll be some clear spells, some patches of mist and fog developing by the early hours with those light winds continuing, and another chilly night. Maybe not as cold as recent nights, but still dipping close to freezing. So for tomorrow then, some cloud around, some sunny spells, more in the way of sunshine developing quite widely into the afternoon, and still quite chilly for the time being, as temperatures only reach low single figures. As we look ahead to the next few days, though, we're gradually going to start to draw in some milder air from the southwest, as temperatures starting to rise to high single figures, and it will remain dry with some sunny spells and some mist and fog.
Well, our next news is at 10:25. Bye for now.
Hello there. It's been a chilly day today, but this really cold spell of weather is coming to an end. The snow is going to be melting. The week ahead is going to be much milder. There'll be a lot of dry weather too, but there's still some chilly and misty air at times across some southern parts of the UK. And we've got some low clouds still affecting East Anglia in the southeast. Breaks in the cloud elsewhere could lead to a few mist and fog patches, but there's more cloud and a strengthening wind coming into Scotland and Northern Ireland, some rain into the northwest as well. And it's here the mild air really does arrive by the end of the night, but it's still quite chilly by morning for England and Wales, with a touch of frost and a few icy patches. Any of that mist and fog will lift though, and there'll be some hazy sunshine for England and Wales. The thicker cloud bringing this rain down across Scotland and Northern Ireland into northernmost parts of England and Wales in the afternoon. Stronger south to southwesterly winds mean higher temperatures for Scotland and Northern Ireland, 12 or 13 degrees perhaps, and we're up to around 5 or 6 across some eastern parts of England. But it's an improvement on today, certainly. We're getting milder winds coming in from the Atlantic. The colder air is near this area of high pressure. That's going to be close to the south of the UK, with the stronger, milder winds coming in across the north. So temperatures may not change too much over the week ahead. It's always going to be milder for Scotland and Northern Ireland. Temperatures close to normal for England and Wales, where it's misty at times.
Winning and a sustained level of excellence. That's Sir Alex Ferguson.
He was tapping into you as a human being.
It was never ever enough, whatever happened.
Passion and desire to win.
Never ever give up.
He won the 2 trophies this season. Next year he want to win 3.
Sir Alex. Watch now on BBC iPlayer.
Welcome to a brand new series of Gladiators. We are back. Contender ready. Let's go. Gladiator ready.
You can run. You can't hide.
Is there anything I can't do?
Give me all this. Got another thing coming.
Please do not try this at home.
Gladiators is back tougher. Starts Saturday at 5:50 on BBC One and iPlayer.
I'm back with the show that so many people love, but nobody seems to know what it's called. People call it the one where you take people's phones. The one where you wake people up in the night. Welcome! The one where the wall falls down. Are you kidding?
The new series of Michael McIntyre's Big Show, is that what it's called? Starts Saturday at 6:50 on BBC One and iPlayer.
Sunday night on BBC One. Welcome. We're here with you live with a member of staff way out of their comfort zone in Call the